Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome back and welcome in. This is hour number 2 of The Local Show. Get ready for engaging interviews with Marcia Palmara. She is the operating partner at Fleet Feet. And then Dr. Nicole Anzalone stops by. She's the owner of Syracuse Hearing Solutions. Kevin Frank, director of the Brady Market and Brady Faith Center. We'll have a conversation with him. And Amanda Woznicka is the co-owner of Woznicka Orchards. We'll see what they're all about. All in hour number 2 right here at The Local Show. We're broadcasting from the Zoe Advertising Studio, sponsored by Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. You ready, Steve? You strapped in? Ready to go?
I am ready. Tom, I got to admit something.
Oh, go ahead.
I am so tired of people telling me what a great voice you have.
Oh,
you know that Tom, boy, that Tom, woohoo, that Tom's got a great voice, you know. And it's true, but it's annoying. Can I just say that?
Okay, well, that's good. If it had such a great voice, where's my big national contracts?
I don't know.
I don't have my big,
but your voice is great. No one will put up with you other than me, just to be clear.
just my talent is it. Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the compliments, whoever's complimenting.
Yeah, even my mom. Tom. I'm like,
and that's the biggest compliment of all.
Come on, Mom.
The biggest compliment of all is from Gloria.
Yes.
So now we have a new person to the show. Let's say hello to Marcia Palmara, which is just like calamara, only with a P.
Yes.
So there we go. You're an operating partner of Fleet Feet, and I got to tell you, I had a great experience over there. I have a 15-year-old. He's going to be 16, and he's playing football now for CNS. Yep. And we went over and got fitted for a couple of different sneakers.
Oh, okay.
I think we got the, what are they called? Sakakanaka?
Saucony?
Yeah, Saucony.
Saucony, yes. Everybody pronounces it differently.
What is it again?
It's Saucony. That's how the vendor
says
it.
Is that an exit on the L downstate? Saucony?
Saucony sneaker. We got him some of those and then some other things too. So another pair. But it was just such a great experience.
That's great.
First, Marcia, tell us about you. Where'd you come from and how'd you get involved with Fleet Feet? What's your background?
So I'm originally not from the area. I'm originally from New Jersey, and my husband is from Sherrill, New York. So he got transferred through work, and we decided that it would be a better lifestyle for us and our kids to come to this area. So when we moved here, like the first year we were here, I just kind of got our family settled, and then I have a lot of background in retail wholesale, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to do up here because there's not a big market for that. And my sister convinced me that I should start running, do something for myself. And I've never been athletic, but I was like, you know what? I have the time now. I have 2 small children. Sure, why not? So she told me to go to our local running store, and she's like, I looked up, there's a Fleet Feet close to you. I think you should just go there, get fit for shoes, and ask them about running programs and stuff. I'm sure they have something. So I went, I had an amazing experience with somebody who actually still works there. And he told me all about the training program. So I was like, you know what, why not? I've never run before. So I was in my late 30s, early 40s. And I was like, oh, I might as well. As long as I can't get hurt, I'll do it.
Right.
And I did. I went to a program that still exists today called No Boundaries. I had an amazing experience. I did learn how to run a 5K. And really that experience of somebody in their 40s to learn how to run 3 miles. It was a big deal.
Wow.
And I was totally taken aback by that experience. My sister's like, you have all this experience in retail. Why don't you see if they would hire you?
Yeah.
So I did, and I got hired to do purchasing for them, and I've been there for the past 11 years.
Wow. No, what a story.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Tom's built like a runner, don't you think?
Well, I was.
I believe
I was a sprinter.
Running is hard.
Yeah.
It is a hard sport.
I was a sprinter, and I went to states. So,
there you go.
You did not.
I absolutely did when I was at CBA.
You did not.
Yeah.
I'll drive a 5K. That's about it as far as I go.
Well, I didn't do distance. I was 100 meters and 220.
But I am a customer of Fleet Feet. My friend Grant Fletcher over there has been there quite a while and helps. And now Tom will say that my feet are the size of the clown shoes.
Yes, exactly.
And he's not wrong. Okay, but they really, I felt. My feet felt better because my shoes felt better.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, what size are you?
Right.
Try these on.
Correct.
And they told me that my arch was a different size than my foot. Who knew?
Yeah.
Well, they got that fancy electronic device that you stand on.
Yeah.
How does that work?
So it's really, it's kind of cool. So you just stand on this plate and it takes a 3D picture of your feet. And there's a lot of great information that it gives us as outfitters to be able to help customers.
Right.
Three of the biggest things is it shows you like what your foot measurement is, and then we explain how we get to the shoe size. It tells us the width of the foot, and then it does give us some dimensions about the arch, which really then helps to fit the right shoe to match what the person needs. We also have an additional plate that's attached now that you walk across this plate, and it shows us like the pressure points as you go through the gait cycle. So it helps us to just be able to give good advice, recommendations to our customers.
Sure. What's it mean when the red light starts to spin and that honking noise starts happening? Because that's what happened when Steve stood on it.
Actually, it popped up one person at a time.
It sounded like the Ghostbusters
it was, and I'm thinking, okay, this is a specialty store.
Sure.
Oh, I'm going to pay a whole lot more. Seriously, I'm thinking, this wasn't my history.
Yes.
We used to not buy expensive shoes.
Yeah, no.
But you realize you pay maybe a little more, but the shoe fits.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a better product.
Yes.
And then I had a problem, Tom. One of them broke down like a few months later. I went and I said, this, and they go, that shouldn't happen. And they gave me another pair of sneakers.
Yes.
That really happened.
Yes. And that's what, technically we have like a 60-day return policy, which is a long time.
Right.
But for us, it's really about the fit of the shoe. And we always tell everybody that, after you wear the shoe for 2 weeks or so, you're going to know if it's right.
Yeah.
And you can wear it outside. You can take it for a run. It really doesn't matter if it's not working.
You got me kind of as a customer for life when that happened.
No, absolutely.
Well, Marcia, wouldn't you agree that, footwear is a big investment, no matter where you go, correct. So you might as well invest well, right?
Yes, I do agree.
Into something.
Yeah.
So are you part owner? Is this thing owned locally, or what's going on with it?
So I'm the operating partner, so I oversee the business for both of our locations, the one on Bridge Street and the one at Clay. It was previously a franchise, so those individuals did sell the business to Fleet Feet. So corporate is really overseeing it, but I manage the business here locally. So with that transition, really not much has changed. We're still really immersed in the community.
Yeah.
All of our training programs are very much for the community. The only aspect that has changed is just from a buying perspective, where I used to buy, now corporate buys.
Okay.
Right, so Bridge Street, right there across from Mattress Makers.
Yeah, right.
Charlie
That's one of the locations.
Right across the street.
Sure.
And then up in Clay, across from the...
actually, where Earthwise
Pet. That's right.
Is
across from Great Nothing Mall.
Yeah.
But with our friend Joe Bright, Duncan Bright. He was earlier on the show today.
Okay.
So that's a great spot.
So, Marcia, tell people what's a little different about the experience there, because you have running programs and information on running. Explain that.
So so we're a specialty run store, and we do offer lots of training programs, from like running your first race like what I did to all the way training for a marathon. We have a trail program. We have a cross training program. So we like the community. Basically, what we're all about is a good fit in a pair of shoes and to be able to keep everybody moving. That's really what it's about.
That's wonderful. Do you have a runaway program that I could send Steve to?
Tom was not a sprinter. I'm sorry. I need photos. That did not happen.
I was.
That did not happen.
I was That
did not happen. The integrity of the show just went downhill.
I'll give you my timing on what I used to run the 100 meter.
You can't run to the car in about 5 minutes.
I ran the 100 meter in like almost just under 11 seconds.
Yeah,
that was incredible.
Maybe.
That's great.
Isn't that incredible?
Yes,
yeah.
that is great.
Now I have trouble getting to the bathroom on time, but that's a whole other show, all right?
Yes.
Hey, Marcia, thank you so much for stopping by. We'd love to have you on again. You have a great rest of the day.
Thank you, you too.
Okay. Dr. Nicole Angelone's coming up next, owner of Syracuse Hearing Solutions, right here on the local show on 570 WSYR.